towards?
It was Oddity, wasn't it? 74%, I believe.
Yeah, quite a big, a hefty favour in Oddity's favour. Do you think that that's right?
Yeah. It's probably, I'd probably put it down to about 80 to 90% that Oddity are going to win this one.
Okay, so massive. Not even a...
Yeah.
We reckon just a 2-mapper?
I would assume it's going to be. The thing is, though, Oddity are playing with their coach again. Like in the summer series, one of their players works weekends, obviously. So, they've had to put Raven in. However, we saw last week, Raven was absolutely gunning for a coach. He was slaying left, right, and center.
He actually did some serious damage. I believe that was the matchup. Did we do that one last week? We did, didn't we?
I feel like it wasn't me.
Oh, maybe it was me and Cthulhu. Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, he was putting in the numbers. Sorry, we haven't even really touched on the bans so far, Monkey. Do you want to run us through it?
So Maverick, pretty common ban here on Clubhouse. Nomad's probably the most surprising one. She can shut down some flanks and runouts. So, we're seeing a lot of Capitao bans in ANZ at the moment. So I'm a bit surprised that he's left up on the board. As for defense, Mirror, Echo, probably the two most banned defense operators of all time.
So just a little bit of stock standard on the defense side.
Yeah.
All right, well, we will be getting straight into the action. Power play starting on the attacking side, which means we will be headed to Church and Arsenal to begin with for Oddity. This is... I'm interested to see what power plays can actually bring to this, whether they can challenge Oddity and push it to a 3-map series.
Yeah, well, power plays aren't a bad team, right? Like they've done well, but sometimes it feels like when they play a match, they really do not play to their potential. I suppose they're just really inconsistent all around. So, they do have a chance, but as I said, Oddity probably all the way, and that's what the community vote showed us as well.
So we'll have to wait and see. Only time will tell. But obviously, coming into this, Oddity are going to be favourites. And I guess there's a chance, there's a world in which they, they come in a little bit too confident. I don't think that's going to happen, but there's always that chance.
Yeah, these guys are all very experienced gunners. I think, they do understand power plays and where they're at. They've definitely had quite a few matchups in, recent-ish history. I think, Oddity are probably going to put up quite a few numbers on their defensive half. Obviously, it's, Clubhouse is a bit more defender-sided. So, I think, they're going to put the numbers up, and then it's going to be that catch-up game from power plays, if that's the case.
And we'll have to wait and see how this defense rocks and rolls for now. They will be approaching from that southern side. Slowly and surely clearing out bar. Would dare say that they won't be really allowing those roams to come into full effect, but...
Yeah, it looks like there is none, down here on Clubhouse. For teams like to try and turtle quite a lot. It's one of those, bomb sites where you just sit in and wait for the attackers to try and force you out of your positions. You burrow in nice and deep.
Yep. So already, that is going to be Memorial open up, so they can now start to make their way through. You can see a little bit of aggression from God Legion. Obviously not a lot of aggression, but just showing some presence all the way through. Might even make the way up toward Garage.
Oh, this is smart. He's going to impact this Claymore, so he's going to be able to climb up this ladder and go for the flank. They're not going to be ready for this one at all.
Oh.
There's one still out in spawn. Mangoes, he's been droning this whole time. He's going to run in completely unaware.
Damn.
God Legion. He's done some nice stuff in this garage around these stairs, hasn't he?
Oh, that to be honest, right then was really nice play. Unfortunately, Mango's not being able to hear the Claymore going off, nor that impact. So God Legion's still just being an annoyance on that flank, and it's actually a later flank than what we might have expected too.
Such a important utility of the Thermite going down as well for free. So it was a bit of the timing was on God Legion's side there, but now they're gonna have to try and force this wall open with the 1x Chorus that they have left. So Ocean Man, he's trying to make his way into the site as Bundy will find Red. God Legion to trade him on back, however, and God Legion goes for his third, but no, can't quite land anything. He's going to take quite a lot of damage for his trouble. And now they know he is trapped. And they're not even watching this flank once again. He might be able to get out of there for scot-free. And he has found Bundy at the end of the hallway, leaving just Ocean Man and Casper. 5 back against 4. You know, we talk about Raven being so good. He hasn't had to do anything this round at all. Leave that God Legion flank. It's going to come into full effect. What a shot there from Ocean Man. Ocean Man to find 2, putting us into a 2-on-2. He's now in a position where he can actually start this plant. Where is God Legion? He's coming back down from the hallway. Looks like we're going to see this plant almost denied here by Vast. But, Vast is going to lose that. So it is all up to God Legion. He's done most of the work in this round, and he's going to have to do even more. And how do power plays win that one? I have no idea.
Definitely a nice start from Oddity. It looked like it was going all their way. You know, God Legion on the flank, really doing some dirty work, but nicely done to flip it around, I guess. Now, you know, hands are in towards power plays and can look to put the pressure back in toward favour of Oddity. And it looks like we are going to be re-attempting Church and Arsenal. What's going to have to change here, Monkey? Is something going to have to be fixed?
Well, it's a 4-on-2 for the defenders, and they go ahead and lose that round. It's one of those things that, you know, they didn't do anything wrong. Just at the end of the round, they took 1v1 fights too often and ended up in a 2-on-2, which, you know, they lost because they gave up control of the site when they were peaking. So, you know, Oddity, great start, phenomenal start, but then they throw it all away with that one. As for, you know, one thing I do want to highlight that it's probably not really important or anything, but I did notice that Raven was running a Deagle on his Valkyrie, and he was running Suppressor on the Deagle. It's obviously only come in this season as an attachment that you can add to the Desert Eagle. And then, of course, there's also the Muzzle Brake, which is a lot more common. It's definitely, deals that recoil, but yeah, look at that. Suppressed Desert Eagle. That's a weapon with a... a lot of kick and then also being suppressed. So I wonder if that's going to come into play at all.
Have to wait and see what sort of damage he's going to be able to inflict with that, obviously.
I think he's just running it for the sake of running it, honestly. Like, you know, we don't normally see Valkyries getting too many kills with the Desert Eagle. MPX is a very solid gun. Like, you know, it's a pea shooter with very little recoil. So it's, you know, the ideal headshot weapon.
Well, already finding the droning out this time. Doing a little bit more due diligence in towards Garage. The previous mistake not going to be echoed. Don't know whether...
See, I wonder if they know how they lost that Claymore there. Like, I think they're assuming that there was someone all the way upstairs if they weren't aware of the impact.
Yeah, I suppose that's one thing that could really play with you, right? Is the fact that, you know, the Claymore's gone and God Legion's got all control of Garage, and it's like, how did we get there? And I just assumed that they'd already droned out upstairs, so this is going to be Casper coming through with, obviously, very long angles in towards that B-bomb site.
Yeah, some very direct vertical angles, of course. Usually trying to find any of those sneaky goo mines, and that camera is going to be spotted out nice and easily.
Just a long angle from Bundy, obviously, with that thatch. Oh, the ACOG could have been it, but that's a nice opening from Vast. As now the man advantage again being in the favour of Oddity.
Yeah, a bit of a silly peek there. Like, there's no real need to try and gather information like that. Like, just send a drone around. Obviously, it was pretty low risk, but, you know, we say low risk when he goes ahead and dies anyway. So, you know, unneeded risk that caused him to go down.
Obviously, Thermite's going to be coming in from tunnels now, so Ocean Man waiting. That's Mangos finding out red. So, and the foot's being shown. Ocean Man now getting the information, but can't find the shots to actually connect as this moment. Mangos can actually apply more pressure from tunnels as they've already found that opening kill. They know where that secondary player is. Vast goes down. This is looking good for power plays.
Yeah, it is. They are at the man advantage now, and they do have access to the bomb site. So Plant's going to go down, and they've got no real denial. So they're going to have to 2-on-4 retake this one.
Oh, it's going from bad to worse here. Slowly but surely they're taking them off the board, my word. Power plays. They've come in with a bit of a statement, Monkey.
Yeah, you know, we say, you know, obviously Oddity are probably going to win here. Maybe they'll listen and they're like, hold on, guys. We've got something to say first.
Well, the way that they've started out, there's no fear. There's been no fear from power plays whatsoever. They're looking to really apply that pressure back onto the side. And this time, and only this time, Oddity decide to change it up. They won't be going back to church. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So now with gym and bedroom under lock.
Pretty much right, Manic. If you try a bomb site twice and lose it twice, like the philosophy is try it twice. The two and move is the colloquial term for it. You've lost it twice, try somewhere else. Like, there's no point banging your head against the wall.
Alright. Don't need to overthink it just as of yet. So God Legion now swapping out onto the Valkyrie after not having as much success as maybe they were hoping for. They will go and bolster down Cash, and I dare say, I think we saw Oddity fight, put a fair amount of pressure in Cash on their defense last week, so much of the same, do you think, Monkey?
Yeah, definitely, and that Kaid pick only compounds that. They're going to say, you want to access into this Cash room, you're going to have to break through, all this, utility we've got set up on this side of the map, and then, of course, people will be shooting back at them when they try and open up and deny it. So it's one of those places that is very difficult to flush the defenders out of.
Mm-hmm. And they may as well, keep the pressure applying at this point. Red now coming over to join, and there we go. So that's going to be 3 players across toward the side. Oh, actually 4. I don't know whether they're all going to be remaining there, but obviously still got the rotates that they need through toward the A site. Really uncontested for now. Casper starting to make his way back across toward the roof side. Just checking to make sure that there's no free entries. And ooh, okay, fair enough.
That was kind of close, wasn't it? From what we can see from the silhouette, at least. It's just one of those game sense things of that's a very common spot to play. Let's try and go for the wallbang, but nothing to come off of that one. Yeah, we saw him check if the wall into construction was soft, but no reinforced. So he's going to have to get either one of his teammates to open it, or they're going to leave it soft. Or, sorry, leave it unbreached.
Now you're going to see Casper apply pressure with the frag grenade to come on through. There's the EMP grenade from Thatcher to start to chip away at the defense of Oddity, and that's a lot of pressure being applied to Vinny. He is getting stuck between a rock and a hard place at this point. Casper is really unrelenting in allowing them to have any sort of access. Are they going to push in off the Fash? No, not just yet. However, a lot of pressure being applied on that A site to begin with.
Yeah, power plays are looking really well prepared here on Clubhouse. They know exactly what they want to do, and they're doing it like a well-oiled machine. There's Muesli to find the first one, of course, as Mangos is going to take this fight into Vinny, but oh, how does he lose that with Vinny's low HP? He's going to remain on 1 after the shotgun will shut him down, putting us in a 4-on-4.
Bundy looking to come back through, opening it up, so that's going to be one of the claws gone, but it doesn't matter because Casper's been able to delete Vinny. Finally, persistence is key, but look at the line from Red. Will he be able to hit the shot? Ooh. Actually, really nicely done. Ocean Man will fall in that situation. A 2 versus 3. What can they get done at this point?
Oh, looks like they started that plant, but I think they're aware of Raven on the flank, and, well, no, he's going to find 1. Ping's coming on out, but he can't land it. So 1v2 Raven, but look how lit Muesli is. This is almost a 1v1.
Definitely not ideal for that attacking side, but Raven, can he just apply the right amount of pressure to get the bomb off? He'll take down Muesli, but now it's the full HP player in a 1v1. Raven with only realistically 1 hit away. How does Bundy play this? Actually falls away toward North Stairs, holds the line, but doesn't see the cross. I don't know whether he's seen the cross. Will this be stuck right now? Raven making his way back around to try and find the headshot angle. Can't find it. Will try to stick this defuse. DePro's not fake. It doesn't know. Does Bundy have enough time to get there? Surely just. No, it's actually off the defuse for a second. Raven not sticking to his guns in that case, but Bundy applying the right amount of pressure.
Well, Manic, that was pretty close. I think, like, once again, it was well-oiled machine execute there from power plays that got into the side. It was only thanks to Vast stepping up on the Maestro, getting a few kills to even the numbers back a bit, and then Raven not able to close out the clutch.
This is looking really good so far from power plays. Obviously, a lot of rehearsal, a lot of prac going into this one. Like you're saying, the executes are looking pretty damn flawless, and how they're going to be able to realistically push this one back. They are going to go and persist with the gym and bedroom. So,
you know, I was talking about how I think the defenders are going to put up quite a few numbers here on defense, but, you know, look at me being made to eat my words here. 3-0 to the attackers so far.
It's been an explosive start, to say the very least. And I think not really going towards cash almost nullified, you know, so much of the utility that the defenders had used there.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's, you know, I can see you've set up on this side of the map to, you know, avoid this kind of push. We're just going to kind of avoid it, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think they just jumped in through the window into construction and just had someone watching that flank there.
Yeah. Once you do that, of course, then it's either the long flank you're going to go for or the raw fight, so nicely done from power plays to, again, just touching on nullifying the defender's utility over in cash. There was so much really thrown across there. At the start, there was 3 players. I didn't really keep track whether they stayed there or not, but this will be a telling tale for Oddity, whether they decide to stay or whether they decide to actually hold on side. It looks like they are still going to put a little bit of pressure in cash with maybe God Legion and Vast, but this time a little bit more of a heavier spread toward the site.
Yeah, and, you know, same stuff pretty much over and over again. Open the hatch, open the wall. Ocean Man trying to work the angle this time from the gym. Just outside gym, I should say. Just quickly burn these ADSs before the frag grenade's going to be tossed on in. Vinny, once again, he's in this hard place, an explosive place. Oh, no, he's going to take another angle, which Ocean Man is ready for. And, you know, he's gone down for free there, thanks to great utility usage from power plays.
Definitely not really throwing too much at the side of, rather at the side of power plays. Oddity have seemed like they've really struggled with this right now. They've already got a lot of control in toward that gym position. Angos now slowly starting to clear out even more. Got the site for free at this point, and there goes the ADS systems and a lot of utility. Mangos is just deleting. He finds the kill on the God Legion, pulling on through. This is looking so damn good from power plays, Monkey.
Yeah, I am, you know, pretty gobsmacked, actually. This is a team that, you know, would rate so much higher. Raven's trying to deny through the floor thanks to the pings, but that's not enough damage so far. And, you know, they've got pretty much no way to make up these stairs without having to contest with multiple crossfires.
Yeah, Red's really in a bit of trouble here. Obviously, being the slower play style, won't be able to find the angle onto Bundy quick enough, which will allow the free kill to come through. Raven, coach, god of Oddity, what can you really do here? Surely you cannot pull this back from the 1 versus 5. I mean, a valiant effort will be required to even make it contested. But Casper's already out the window, just watching directly into construction. That should pretty much be the crossfire spread from Muesli as well. Not even going to make it past the first hurdle, and damn, a flawless round from power plays.
Damn indeed, Manic. I've no words for what we're seeing here so far. Like last week we saw Oddity, I believe they took Clubhouse. Unless it was a very close game. They played Acme last week, but it was definitely very close. And, you know, this is not what we're seeing so far. Power plays 4-0, absolutely bossing it.
Do you think that Ravens, you know, maybe the factor here that's allowing power plays to have so much room?
No, I think that the way power plays are playing right now, they're just much better than Oddity. Even if Todd was in this squad, I still reckon power plays would be maybe 3-1, but definitely they are the much better team right now.
So, for the first time, we will see Cash CCTV in this matchup. Maybe a little bit more luck this time. Well, it's gone past the point of luck. Oddity need to step up. As power plays have got off to an absolute explosive start, 4-0. And it hasn't really looked in contention, has it?
No, not really at all. It's, just been power plays one-way traffic the whole way.
I mean, the only thing you could say is maybe that first round it looked like Oddity were in control for a small portion of it, but even then,
Yeah, I'd have to 100% agree with you. Oddity 2v4, they throw the round away, and ever since then they haven't been able to, right the ship. They've been sailing through some pretty tumultuous waters.
Red just opening up straight into Ward Lounge there. Maybe looking for that downward play to deny the default bomb plant. And again, nothing's really changed from power plays. I haven't needed to adapt to anything.
Yeah, well, the onus here is on Oddity. They have, they've been taking the fight to Oddity. So, if you want to beat us, you're going to have to change something, Oddity. And, they've tried it. They've changed up, twice, different bomb sites and such. But no matter what they've done so far, it's been power plays setting the pace.
Doesn't look like that's going to really change either, as they will be taking the early control out towards that subroof. Obviously looking for the bandit trick from Vinny. Maybe this time. So they come through the flashes. Do they find the timing on this? Maybe. Looks like Vinny's going to have to concede it. And, well, again, well played from power plays.
Yeah, great usage of the Zofia charges there. Completely denies Vinny being able to put down those batteries to get the bandit trick off. And, yeah, step one of this attack done by power plays.
Feels like every step they've kind of taken, it's been the right way. So now, with control of construction, they will start to apply a little bit more pressure from the porch. Casper making renovations of his own as he makes his way through. Does have the shoulders of the remaining players, so Thermite still with that one charge left. Where are they going to play this one?
Yeah, it's probably going to place it on construction wall. Here we go. But have we got a impact trick or anything to deny it? No. In fact, Vinny's going to try and get aggressive, and Bundy's just going to shut him on down. Once again, Oddity have no answer for what we're seeing power plays do here.
Oh, is this the play though? Raven with the sight through the hatch. Might just be able to find that player pushing forward. Might be able to start to see the feet. And it's all about that trigger discipline. Does he just take the early shot? He does. Now his position's been alerted to. Bundy not really happy to fight it, but God Legion and Vast both finding one apiece. Ocean Man, he will trade back eventually. Back into the 2v3 with power plays again in firm control of this position.
Yeah, 20 seconds are going to try and get the plant down, but Raven will find Ocean Man entering into the garage, spray through the walls, not landing anything, and it's Raven in a 1v2 once again. He's been in this situation so many times in the clutch. Is this the time it finally works out for him? No, Muesli to shut him down, and we have 5 in a row for power plays.
Whoa, what is going on here, Monkey? They are looking so damn strong and dominant. There's really been no answer from Oddity. What, that was even a 2v1 in the end as well.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Oddity, they're playing very static, I suppose. But then again, power plays are doing all their due diligence. They are not getting flanked. They're watching all their flanks. They're waiting for the peaks and getting those kills onto the peakers. And, Manic, we're going to go back to where it all started, church and Arsenal room.
Mm-hmm. Do they learn from their previous mistakes? Or is it fool me 3 times and the shame on who? Who are you calling out there? But I guess it's better than Bob. They need to make something work. They need a round on the board on this defensive side here, Monkey.
They do, and look at all the kills here, right? Like, no one on Oddity is, stepping up. Like, normally in a situation when one team's getting bodied, there'll be at least one player who's, leading the charge in terms of frags. But the highest for Oddity was 3.
Yep.
So, this is definitely dire straits for Oddity right now. I think, if this goes to 6-0, I don't know. Maybe we've got Oddity trying to put in a speed run for the Games Done Quick event going on. I don't know.
Yeah, it's...
That's a stolen joke, by the way. ESL tweeted that out today.
You cheeky boy.
Yeah.
Take the content. Just take it while it's there.
To be fair, all right, I'm going to say this and people aren't going to believe me, but I did think about that earlier and then they tweeted it, so
they beat you to
Maybe
it.
they're on the same wavelength as me.
You gotta love it. So, top down clear coming through. As, I mean, pretty much you'd expect to see every time we head toward church. And like you're saying, do we really see any flankers? It doesn't look like there's too much interest in Rome, sorry. And we're not going to see it either. That turtle that you like to talk about, Monkey, it's in full effect.
Yeah, it is. His Claymore in a very similar spot, so God Legion could do his impact trick once again to get on up that oil pit ladder, but I don't know if, like, you know, the mental game's getting to him right now, and they're going to be playing very conservative, these defenders. They don't want to be the one to throw their life away and put their team at a disadvantage.
Oh, again. Jeez. That would be an exact case scenario of going for that secondary peak that we've already seen Bundy lose his life to. This time thinks better of it. I won't go for the repeat, but Ocean Man making quick work. Is that going to be enough?
Yes. No.
Maybe?
Looks like this hatch will be opened up. They tried to impact trick it from below, of course, but not successfully at all. And this is power plays once again just being given all this room to work with. Looks like Raven's taken some damage. That would have been down through the hatch, I'm assuming, seeing as was Ocean Man's gun I heard going off. It's pretty well textbook Rainbow Six, isn't it? They're locking down these positions and eliminating them one by one.
And it's looking really nice. It's, you know, like you're saying, hard clearing everything. And look at this, they're doing everything they need to right now. Power plays with a Rege on toward God Legion, but that's nicely done from Vinny to shut down Bundy. However, we've already seen this exact play pan out, and Mangos with the quick little wide peek onto Vinny will delete him completely as the control again has flipped into the hand of power plays with 30 seconds left.
Yes, 4 on 3. They are sending out their utility, full send, about to hit the bomb site. No, Muesli's actually backed off of that one, as Red's going to find one. Fast will be traded back, however, so 3 on 2. Raven and Redolent. Why is Raven always alive in these late round situations, Manic?
I don't know, but they're going to have to look to him this time. Red's still there, obviously, but Ocean Man and Muesli to close it on out. That is a flawless attacking side to start out from Powers in this best of 3. Did you see that coming?
No, especially because we see Oddity start on defense. Defense is normally very heavily favored here on Clubhouse. Like, you know, a few months ago we saw, I think it was 6-0 one way, then a 6-0 the other way, but it's a very heavily defensive side. I don't think I've ever seen that big of an attacking half here on Clubhouse ever.
That's pure dominance to start. And maybe they might just be able to shut it out right here, right now. Church and Arsenal, the last stand for Oddity, as map number 1 looks to go into the favour of power players. Obviously, this is power players' pick, so something kept up the sleeve, the ace of cards. So who knows? Who knows what Oddity have to bring on this attacking side, but it's going to have to be better than what we saw in that first half, because that is a pure shutout.
Yeah, looking at these operator lineups, we do see Capitao being brought here by Oddity. Great pick, of course. Muesli's just been going off, hasn't he? 10 kills we saw after 6 rounds. Beautiful stuff from him.
Just can't hit it. Just. That's okay.
Well, he's using the SMG-11, you know, that recoil.
Pretty intense, Monkey. Pretty damn intense. So, oh well, there we go. Eventually, comes around full circle and we do find the drone in the end of it. This is really crucial for Oddity. They, like, I don't know, at this point the mental game is obviously going to be hugely affected as you've just been clean swept on that defensive side, but surely even just one round would be enough to kind of get something moving here.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't want to say it's all over Red Rover, but I think it might be like 1, 2 maybe for Oddity, but the fact that it's so defensive-sided, I think this might be over here, Manek. But, as you said, the fat lady has to sing before we can call it. I think I can hear her warming up our back, though, so...
Yeah, it's starting to come to full effect. Casper's going to get that early info, obviously. Subroof being opened up in towards CCTV, but Bundy, with that pulse, going to be roaming around.
Look at all the roamers there are for the defenders. Complete stark contrast to how we saw Oddity trying to defend this bomb site. I think they have 4 off-site, just the one trying to lock it down.
Let's see whether this is the whether this is it, because I feel maybe Oddity could take a chapter out of the book of power plays in this particular matchup if they make this work. There's the drone clear, so now needing to be careful. That's going to be a little bit of a whiffed C4, and it will be destroyed, so all things are the way they are. Casper doesn't get the early damage, so it's just going to have to be this raw fight. 2 players to come in from Oddity. They go one by one. The clear's there, but Casper can't find the second. At least shutting down that thermite. Mangos is there as well. They're not expecting this such heavy presence on that top floor. Mute with the shotgun.
Why are they sending their thermite in first is what I want to know, but Vast will find Muesli to bring us back to a 3-on-3. Oh, but then there's Bundy to peek. He's running pulse with the shotgun. This is just going from bad to worse here for Oddity.
Yeah, there's no other way to put it, Monkey. And look at the information that Bungie's getting. There's so much that can be translated across towards Mangos. And he's going to wait for that pick to come on through. The C4's perfectly timed, just going to miss. I don't even know how that missed, but it did only by the whisker. And now in a 2v3, you can see Mangos on that roam, that first floor clear. He's going, oh, what a call from Vinny. Back to the 2v2, Monkey. This is where it begins for Oddity.
2v2, they're trying to save the embarrassment of a flawless win here. Oh, but we might see the drop goal! Bundy's able to find one, but Raven to trade him on back, but Ocean Man to finish off. That is a big F, guys. 7-0. That was nice and easy for power plays, and this is the complete opposite to what we expected.
Yeah, and that's it, right? A flawless victory, not even really any hesitance being able to be pushed forth from Oddity. Absolutely massive, and, you know, that's just, I mean, absolutely ridiculous. 10 kills on Ocean